had to rewind it because I wanted a special spark part. But yeah, this is it. I'm back. I'm gonna do Resident Evil for a little while. Um, New hair, not new hair. I wore this back in October, but you know, whatever. Yeah, we're back, and now I'm gonna set the music so that we can play the game. It's been a hot minute, so to be honest, I'm actually not all too entirely sure what's going on in the game right at this moment. Let me make sure. Hold on 1 second. I had a fix TikTok. There we go. It's fixed. So, right. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, I'm going to start. I'm going to continue. I am not excited. I don't think this is going to be good for me. We'll see.
Roost, come in. Things went to shit. We took refuge inside a castle, but I've just been separated from Baby Eagle.
Say you.
Roost, you're breaking up. Do you read me?
What? Chopper.
Damn it. So much for that.
It's been a second, so I gotta get reacquainted with what I've got here. Let's see, what can I craft? I can't craft anything. I can craft a flash grenade. No, let's wait a second. I'm gonna go back here really quick. I do not like this. Do not like this. Okay. Oh, down a little bit before I go to the merchant. Let's see. It's been a hot second. Alright, let's look. So we know. Is it the merchant over here? No. So let's go this way. See if there's anything. That usually means merchant. So I'm assuming.
Having a rough day, stranger?
No, we're good. Oh, no, do that.
Welcome. I got something new for you.
Okay, let's look at what we've got.
You'll get some bang for your buck. Stocking up while you can.
I'll take
Why,
that.
don't worry.
Absolutely.
I offer repair services as well.
I'll buy that.
Better to
Thank
be
you.
over prepared. Am I right?
I don't need to buy anything else, I don't think. I think.
Got a selection of good things
Nah.
on sale, stranger. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
Good here. What do we feel about this one? Could do a faster reload speed. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. Maybe durability is so good. I need to repair this, so we'll do that at least.
That's good
see if
work,
there's anything
if I
to sell.
do say so myself.
Holy shit, I have a lot to sell.
Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make.
I could sell. Let me see. I
Will that be
actually.
pleasant travel?
Let's go over here. I think the check mark means that we're done with these, but I personally don't want to not. I don't know. Just in case I need it, so I'm just gonna leave these here, unless I have to sell them. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure the check mark means that they're done. I think it does, but I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, so I can sell all of these. Let me examine. Okay, so I can just sell this. I don't place anything in it, and I can sell that. I'm gonna keep this, and okay, so I'm gonna actually sell all of
Welcome.
this shit. We're gonna sell you, 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 and
Valuables
you.
won't do you much good in the grave.
I think I'm gonna keep the Viper for now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Viper, and I'll keep this for now too. Okay, so sell off.
A deal well struck.
And then, I already tuned this up as much as I
A
could.
well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
I feel like I want more power. Might as well.
We're starting to get an idea of your
Might as well,
taste.
I can.
Well then, what can I do you for? There's
I
some
have 3,
things
so I don't even have
money
enough to do
can't
anything.
buy.
Super close to buying a red. Okay.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Hold on. Wait, there's something on these. Okay, and then I'm gonna save. All this. Okay, chapter 8. We're moving on. Okay, I'm ready. Now let me check the map. Okay, so this is red. I feel like we did all this. I must not have. I missed so much. Did I do all that? Fuck. Hold on, part of me feels like I kind of just want to go back. I don't think I can. Wait, I'm here. I need to get here. So I need to get through here. I don't think I can go back. I don't think so. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that I take that. Okay. You guys hear my kids? No, you don't. Oh, wait. Do I have enough now? That's not what I meant to do. We're crafting. Yeah. Wait. Did I get rid of the submachine gun? I forget what I need. No, I'm unsure if I have what I need. Because this is a rifle, and this is... What does this take? Shotgun? Pellets? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I can't go back this way. No, but no, that's fine. You can go this way. Okay. I'm directionally challenged, if you couldn't tell. Sorry, I keep pressing E because I've been playing Helldivers, and yeah, I already broke this. Phasmo, so alright, so back through here. I'm missing so much. I don't know if I want to go back through all this. Yeah, it's little stuff. I'll be alright. I don't think I can go this way. I have to go back here and probably go up those stairs. I would assume this is closed off. So yeah, there's stairs here. So I'm going to try that. If not, then I'll go back. You hear that? Did you hear that? I heard water. I heard water doing weird stuff. You see that? What the fuck is that? Nah. You know what? I'm good. I don't think there's anything over here, so we're just gonna keep it pushing. I don't need to do that. Let's see. I like to listen to see if there's something coming for me. See? Let's do some shit real quick. I could use a flash grenade. I could use that more than anything. Alright, and then I just need one more to craft this. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Cool. Cool. There's more up here. So loud. Okay, so let's see. It says vault over, but it sounds like there's more down there than there was up here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. The door. Okay, that's clearly a door. Okay, so I need to come some flame. Oh, I need a second one. Ooh. Where is it? Shit. Huh. Okay. What else we got here?
Gloria a las
Fuck. That's what I need.
Gloria a las plagas!
Oh, hell no, girl. You are not ready. Hold on a second. See, this is... Okay. I just gotta do the things. Alright, let's let them come towards me. Are they not gonna come? No. Okay. I have to go to them. That's great. Let's be strategic about this, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we've got a good pistol. See him. Hey, thank you for the likes. Thanks for the follow. Why does it sound like he's coming up on me? You hear that? I forgot how to do that shit. I gotta run. Bitch, you gotta run. I can't do this. Oh, fuck. Alright, I gotta do it like this. Alright, this is my bread and butter. I like to corner myself a little bit. Okay, wait a second. That was not smart. But I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. What the fuck? Wait, is this a safe area? Get out. Oh shit, no it's not. I didn't see him. Sorry, my kid. Get out! What? You know better. What are you doing? Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, not yet. You've got a while. Alright, go. I cannot. She looked at my screen and she got scared. So that's why I was like, you gotta go, girl. Remy, go. Uh-huh. Stand up. I thought she was my dog, to be honest. Ah! Okay. You know what? I need a second. Oh, fuck. I did not handle that well. That's okay. We're gonna go back and we're gonna try it again. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. Okay. I shouldn't have ran. I should have just stood my ground. Where am I? Alright, so I have killed. Are these? Are they even alive? I think they're dead. They're dead. I didn't even look at this.
This is messed up.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I didn't look at any of this stuff before. Let's look. So I jumped over before. I didn't get to look down here. Locked. Cool.
It's locked.
Anything else that I may have missed? Damn. Alright, so... we already know that there's nothing happening over here. Alright, let me be strategic about this. I already saw that.
Gloria a las plagas! Gloria a las plagas!
So I'm basically trapped down here and I have to do something.
Doing this?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Alright, that's gonna alert them. They're gonna come.
Fuck. I don't feel so.
I'm gonna turn. Fuck, I gotta go. Okay, cool. Shit. Come on, just fuck out of my way. Let me gain some ground. Shit. Alright, let's equip really quick. Make this shot. Okay. It. Oh shit, I didn't see this dude. Alright, let's take this. Okay. Okay. Oh shit.
Jesus, my head.
Alright, let's climb up. Climb up. I needed that. Cover is do more. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh hey, bud.
Keep coming.
Alright, let's see. What do we got in here? Okay, so there's stairs. Alright, so there's stairs. Alright. Girl ain't gonna make it. I gotta go this way. Button smasher at its finest. Oh shit! Alright, tell me how you really feel about me. Alright. Bitch. Shit, I'm out. Shit, gotta reload. Alright. Shit, I'm about to get eaten. I don't know what to do from here. The only thing I can do is go back up. Go back up. All I can do is run around. Alright. Alright, and then all I need to do is be able to see them coming from this way. That's not gonna work for me. Alright. Ooh, what's over here? Like, curious. I think come over here. Hey, bud.
Está pasando? ¿Qué demonios?
Let's see.
Come on.
bitch.
Next.
So, the ass table that I can run around.
Shit.
Oh shit, I'm out. Oh shit! This is not great for me. Okay, I think the strategic should be to sneak around as much as I can and get as much resources as I can get. Now that I know that there's a way to get around the other way, maybe I should try going that way. I don't know. I'm stressed out. This is stressing me out. This is stressing me out. Stress me out. Thank you for the live. Like, of my live is what I meant. All right, we're gonna go. Okay. I just wish that I had more resources right now. Part of me wants to go back, see if I can find more stuff. Because, yeah, this is not enough. So, maybe I should go back and get more. Let me see what I can get here really quick. Hey, guys.
You have the stench.
What can I get
Welcome.
here?
What can I interest you in? Why not try your
Okay.
hand at a new gun, stranger?
Okay, no.
Next time, then.
Yes, I really do have to go work my way backwards and go get all the stuff that I missed. That's so far. It's so far. I just want to be strategic. I want to be so strategic. All right. Let's see. Working my way back down. I don't think I missed anything in here. I didn't miss anything in here. I don't think. Nope. Just straight ahead. My kids are so loud. Why is it saving? Hey, you're so loud, guys. I'm scared because it saved. Okay, so I missed something right here. What was it? What was in here? Typewriter. There it is. Alright, there we go. Let's see, what else did we miss? One right here. Did I miss anything else? Said it was right here. Mustard. It's not that. Well, I got some more ammo, so that's good. Let's see. Door locked. Let's see. Hmm. I don't have any of these. I think they might be up higher, and I don't remember how to get up there. I think they're up higher. Let me see. No. Nope. Can I break that? No? Okay. Let's try going up here. This empty place is weird. Alright, let's see. Wait, is it downstairs then? And I already got it and it just shows. I think that is what it is. Okay. Well, I tried.
Oh, break's over, I suppose.
See
Welcome.
what you got.
Ooh, what you buying?
Nope.
All my wares are in.
Oh.
Next time, buy something, eh?
No. No, thank you. I don't want to buy anything. I just want to find more ammo. Can't get in. Oh, that's the treasure. Duh. Was there one over here too? Alright, so yep, they're both locked. That's what it is. Duh. My brain does not work. I already got that out of there. Okay. While I'm here, really quick. I missed the treasure here, and I missed 2 of the medallions. I have to circle back around and get it. Alright, time to go. I think it's time to go. We're gonna Shit, I don't know why that scared me. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this done. This will be the 3rd attempt. At least I've got a little bit of ammo. Damn fishes. That box. Place all this.
Gloria a las plagas! Gloria a las plagas!
Is he doing this? Sorry to interrupt. Ah, Jesus, my head.
That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. Where'd he go? Come on. I hear bad things. I hear bad things. Oh, shit. I hear bad things. Shit, I gotta go. I'm shaking. Shaking. Shit. Jesus, I'm shaking. This is so bad.
One down.
Okay, I think I do overkill. I don't need to.
You got this.
Thank you. I'd be so scared. Waiting for the big guys to come so I can use this barrel on them. Have him go the other way. Okay. Oh, shit. Come right here. Come right here. Come closer. I'm
My
okay.
Helldivers is still bugged until they give a patch.
Oh, shoot. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't... How... Like, what's happening? I'm, like, curious.
All good.
Like, does it not open at all? Or is it, like, just, like, the game is just glitchy? I don't know. Alright, I've only got 10 left of these. I'm doing pretty good, I feel like. Personally, I think... did not go down. But what I can do is equip this shit and try my best.
Present for you.
Alright, let's try that. Go the
I have
other way.
keybinds and apparently the square button on my PS controller crashes the game when I use it.
Oh no! That's crazy.
Some other people are going through it.
Alright. Was that it? Did I do that? Did I do that? Oh my god, guys. That's crazy. I did that by myself?
Yeah, I can't play unless I unbind.
I'm sorry, King. I just did this.
So I'm not playing.
That makes me sad. What does unbind mean? I don't even know what that means. Alright. We got pesos. We got a ruby. I did that on the second try, or third try, technically. I just had to get my, I had to get it in order, figure out what to do with what little I had. I had so little. But I think as soon as I learned that I could run around, I think I should have got the lay of the land the first time that I almost died. But, alright, I think I am good. Can I... Oh, I think that's it. Cool. Alright. Yay! Did it! So sorry. I'm so excited. I did not think I was gonna do it. Thanks for the likes, King and the Roses. I appreciate you. Also, hopefully they fix it sooner than later, because that kind of sucks. Usually it's the PC players that have more of an issue than PlayStation. Got anything for me?
Yay.
Let me see. I need to reload.
And this my first time.
Is it? I'm sorry. I'm like still shaking from that. Should I go up here?
Never had a problem before.
Oh, this is that door. That's good. I mean, my husband had a problem where his PlayStation like literally would just kick him out and just completely like restart. He had that problem for like a month or two in July, in August, I want to say. And then I think they fixed it. Should I look at this? Oh, I need her.
Won't open.
I need her. I need her. Ooh, cool. All right, let's see what we can do.
Also try Ghost of Tsushima.
That's what my husband told me to. He's playing the second one to that. He told me to do Ghost of Tsushima. He said I would like it. I don't know.
They single-player story games.
I can do that. I think I want more handgun for sure. And then I want.
Yay, I'm playing, Ern.
What is this? What is this rifle? Is this a rifle? I need rifle ammo. Right? Yeah. Alright. So craft. I don't have enough for rifle. I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Where'd I get this from? That's random. Fine. Okay. Sorry, I like that. Be a little organized. Yeah, I will try it. I have to buy it first. Ooh, shit. I'm scared. Did I heal? I didn't heal. That's okay.
You can stop right there, Leon.
What the fuck? She always comes at weird times.
Wouldn't make me use this.
Also headliners.
I have headliners.
Well,
I play with
after
my
6
friends.
years, that is
I
one
love it.
hell of a greeting.
I love headliners. It's so
Ada.
fun.
You don't seem
I have
surprised.
back rooms, and I have still yet to play
Interesting.
it. Look, you guys were friends once,
Try using
okay?
knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for
Oh,
this
cock,
time?
we about to get
Oh,
lit.
Leon.
Wait, no!
You know I don't work in town.
I can't breathe. I can't do it. I'd be scared.
Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what.
Why, you, PPP.
I'm not.
You walk away now. And who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again.
That looks like a controller.
And then I might get you that greeting
That-
you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that
D-pad.
easy?
Is that what it's called? What is it called? The
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
girl, you know he loves you. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
All right, I need. Nope, don't like sounds. I don't like the sounds.
About to grab some food, BRB.
Okay, enjoy the food. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, we just gonna grab that shit. Alright. Let's see, we're missing another one. It's for her. Okay. So we need one more. And you are where? Let's see. You know what? Let's oh, that's gonna be a pretty thing, I hope. I'm listening. I'm making sure there's no keys. It's not gonna be good. And they're not giving me much to work with. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Hmm. That should be right, right? That's square. That's that. And wait a second. I wasn't paying attention. That's right.
Hi, sis.
Hey, Josh. See, I told you I would do it. It's not right. Oh, I'm like, okay. This is supposed to be square, so that one's right at least. And this one's right. No, this one's not right. This one's right. It needs to be square. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, this one's right. This one's not right, I don't think. Oh, it was. Okay.
That should
Oh, I'm
do
not
it.
ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm scared. Josh, I'm so scared. You don't understand. You see that big ass rat? Those big ass rats in there? Everything's
The
so-
puzzles get more complicated every time I join.
It really does. I'm like,
All
wait a
right.
second.
Need to find Ashley.
Okay, hold on. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. This big ass raccoon? Nah, that's a rat. Why is he big? Why is he that big? I don't get it. You hear that? I hear something. Oh, hell no. See, this is that shit. I don't fuck with this shit. I don't fucks with it. I don't fucks with it. Nope. Nope. I don't fucks with it. I see you with your little squiggly fucking... That's not right. That's not right. Behold the crimson shade of the night and a river of tainted blood. Ooh, no. Nope. Something ain't right. That's just not right. No, it's not right. It's gonna wake up. I hear whispering. Bitch, I swear if you get up. You hear the whispering?
Oh, great.
Fuck no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Is the voices in your head?
Josh, this is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time. This is my water that has lipstick on it. So you see black lipstick on my lips? No, you don't. Alright. Let's see if that body came back up. Nope. Okay, so I don't gotta worry about anything behind me. I just gotta worry about what's forward. Alright, I'm not scared. I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared. Bitch. Look, I don't do jump scares well, okay? Don't fuck with me.
That's the whole point of a jump scare V to scare you all.
I'm not here for it. I don't fuck with it. Oh, hell no. Fuck off. No. See, and I don't fuck with spiders. No. 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 Yeah. No. All right, well, this is where I call it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Fuck off! Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. What
It's
the
a cute baby.
fuck, bitch? Oh, hell no. I gotta go. We gotta get about this bitch.
Go
We's
pet
got
him.
to go. We's got to go all the way home. Bitch, run faster than this. Run faster. This bitch is fast. I can hear him right behind us. Nope. Bitch. Come for me. Not you, fucking rat. Wait. Am I good? Did I figure out the thing? I like using the door mechanics. They make me happy. Like fucking spiders? Really? First off.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. It's just a spider person. It's just a Spider-Man. Where the fuck you go, Spider-Man? Watch you be up on the ceiling. I like how my instinct was to immediately run. I mean, I am black, and this is a horror game. Yeah, no, immediately. Opposite direction. Bitch. Oh, you bitches. How many is it gonna take? Oh shit. No, you gotta go. You gotta go, bitch. Turn around. Is he following you? No, okay. Cool. Cool, we cool. We cool then. We cool. We cool. You gonna breathe? Oh, hell no. You hear it? It's following me. It's following me. That's a spider. That's a fucking spider. It wants me so bad. I think I killed the host, so now it wants me. Right? That's what it is, right? I think that's what it is. That's gotta be what it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Watch it be up on the ceiling or some shit. Nobody prepares you to see. It was so quick too. It was like, I want you. Bitch, be so for real. Don't come for me. I don't fuck with no spiders. Please don't come out again. I just know that's not the only one. I just know it. I just know that's not the only one. I don't want to finish this tonight. This sucks.
I'll be on in a few, sis. BRB.
Okay. Oh, was this it? Why were you guarding this room like that? What's in here? Oh. It's not just this room. Lead somewhere else. I'm not prepared. What? What does that mean? Right. So there's gonna be more, obviously. Oh.
Ooh, you have the stench of battle on
What
you.
the fuck? Bitch! I know you lying.
Welcome. Got a
Jesus.
selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Alright, I got you. I
Next
got
time,
you.
buy something.
I will. Give me a second. Jeez. Yep. Yep. And this is exactly how we're gonna sell it. Yep.
Welcome.
He's gonna sell it exactly like this.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. A deal
Cool.
well struck. Will that be all
What can I
then?
buy from you today?
That cash in your pocket
You ain't got
or
much
your
of
life?
nothing.
Easy choice, mate.
Nothing. Much of nothing. It's terrible. Terrible.
Pleasant travels.
Alright, let's save this shit because I'm not about to go through this again. Gotta get going soon. What's this? Oh. You hear that shit? I hear that shit. I got a battle in my hands and I ain't got shit. That shit. Oh shit. Fuck you. Actually, I know what I want to do.
Take a look. Something's
Yeah.
found. Welcome.
I got you. I know what I want. I want
What can I do you
to
for?
tune up. I know I need to
Molding
repair
a
that, but give me
weapon
a
to
second.
suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. That's good work, if I do say so myself. Try that on for size.
So now I gotta start working on the rest of these.
Gotta
Okay.
select. Come back anytime.
We got no grenades right now. Okay.
Hey, girl.
Hey! Hey! It's Heather. Hi, Heather. Okay, let's see. Let's do... I got shit. Hey, I'm trying to get through this. I'm not really enjoying it. It's not a good time. It's not a good time. But I'm gonna do it. At least I'm gonna try to get through the chapter before I've gotta do some stuff. Oh no. Is that gonna let me drop down? That's not a good sign. Gotta drop down here. I heard her laugh at me. I killed the bird. There we go. Oh, fuck
Oh, he was
off.
expecting me.
You know what? I'm not here with this shit. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Oh, not the spiders.
Oh, nothing but the finest wares.
Oh, so you're gonna turn around? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm out.
Take a look. Something's bound to catch your eye.
Alright. I'm out, and we've got a spider person still up. Got one spider person. Okay. Hold on, let me fall back.
Nothing but the finest wares.
Recalibrate. Alright, where's this fucking spider? Where the fuck is it? You're coming for me, I know it. Oh shit. Wait, no, it's running. Cool. The spider ran back, but it should come back as I walk closer. At least I think it should. Is it not gonna come back? Really? Alright, I hear you, lady. Where are you at? Hold on, let me get a little bit higher so I can see. Oh, shit. But I do need pesos. Alright, let's...
Ooh, you have the stench of battle on you,
I don't
mate.
know if I can... I got one. Alright. One down. Yay! Did it! Okay. I don't have enough ammo for any of this. No, I don't have anything. And I need something. I can't kill the spider without a gun, I don't think. But you know what? We'll see. Maybe I'll hold this to stun it. And maybe I can cut it. I hear it. You hear it? I hear something. Okay. Oh, just a grenade. Cool. That's it. That's all she wrote. Let's see. Something else in here. We gotta go upstairs. Whoa! No. Oh no. Yeah, I got to go. This ain't it for me. Yeah. Sorry. I ain't got what I need to fight y'all. Sorry about it. Unless y'all want to come out to me. Oh no. You guys are gonna keep trying to hit me like this. Zigzag! Okay, sorry. Let's
Gun
do...
rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger.
Let's see what you got for me.
Welcome.
Can I buy anything else?
What can I do you for? Why
No?
not try your hand at a new gun, stranger?
I'm
Might save your life.
thoroughly fucked. I don't even have enough.
What's that? How have we procured these curiosity?
Alright. I just gotta go in there. If I die, I die. If I die, I die. I could have been more strategic with my bullets. Come on. Come on out. Ooh. Where is he? Okay, I ain't got shit. But yeah, fuck off. Oh shit, no gunpowder? This is what you give me? I ain't got shit to work with. See, this is some bullshit. Really? Really? I cannot. I mean, I could make another flash grenade. I think that killed the spider. I'm pretty sure that killed the spider. At least I have a green herb in case I start to get a little damage. You know, I got shit in here. So I gotta go. Actually, let me equip this right now. Equip. Okay. Oh, there's ammo right here. Okay. Alright, I think there is a spider back there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this in. Make it a little bit easier. Let's go upstairs now.
Okay, I think I see how this works.
Yeah. Upstairs. Okay. This is a fucking puzzle. Alright, so... Is it though? Yeah, because I need to get over here. So if I'm up here... F. Should open up this. Yeah, okay. I heard her, so she's somewhere down here. Here. Which way? Let's look at the map before I decide. Alright, I think I'll go this way. Another map?
There you go.
Yeah, let's go, stab you. Yeah, stabby. Happy. Oh, hey. Oh, damn. Not the red eyes. Oh, hey, friend. You're just gonna have me use all my bullets? That's what we're doing? Yeah? Sorry. I wasn't a fan of that. Yep. Damn. I have 2 bullets left. Let's be wise. Yes. Okay. So, but you can duck. I would much rather just stab you to death. It's funner. Not worth it. Okay. Not worth the durability of my knife. Next time I could have shot that, but it is what it is. We're here. Alright, let's tap. I don't think there's anything. Okay, another door. But where does it lead? Here. Is there anything? Let's do it. Didn't lead anywhere. see him there.
Present for you.
Damn! Alright, that was so effective. I love this for me. Oop, I alerted someone else. That's no good. Alright, let's see. So, was there another one over here? Did I jump down? Did I jump down? Let me think about this. Let's see. You still don't got much. And you don't got bolts, so. Did I start here? No, I hear someone coming. Oh, hey, friend. Oh, shit. Hey, sorry. Didn't mean to. Oh, shit. Fuck off. Oh, okay. I got you. Let's talk about this. You and me. Mano a mano. Come on. There's something in there. I need to get in there. I want to get in there. Come on. Alright, I need to get in here. No way. Okay, so that is something that you have to come up. Oh, fuck. I didn't see him. Head on a swivel. Hey, friend. Yeah. This is fun. Okay. Oh, hey. Hey, I didn't see it there. Good aim. Okay. I need to get into that room. I hate this maze. I need that room. Heather, you don't understand. This is hard for me. Hold on. Something's happening on Twitch. Yeah, no. Okay. Got it taken care of. Okay. Please let this chapter almost be over. Okay, let's see. See? Nope. That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't have shit. I have nothing.
Really starting to become a giant pain in my ass.
I have nothing. What the fuck? Nope. Yeah, you can stay there. Actually, you can stay there. Yeah. Bye, friend. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, wait. Do I have enough to make... I don't have a submachine gun. But I do have flash grenades. Okay. We can do that. I need to go figure out how to get whatever that thing was. Because I need all the ammo that I can get. Let's see. Pesos here. Where was it? I can't go up. So it's just the floor below. It's just the floor below. And I drop here. I think I drop here. Hey, friend. Oh.
coming.
Okay, that was a wasted bullet. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, is that it? I think that was. Okay. Let me go kill this guy. So that nobody else can come up after me. Where'd he go? So this one would be where? This one would be upstairs. Right here. Never mind. Alright, so he's not fucking maze. Oh, wrong way. It's a maze. I hate this. These puzzles in this game, Joshua was right. I was wrong. Way more complicated. Only have 17 bullets. No grenades. No rifle. Here we go. Wait a second. No. He's somewhere. Big.
No use. Just wasting ammo.
Oh, shit. Well, then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Look around? Shit. I'm supposed to look around. Hey, what's up, stupid? What do you need? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there's alright. Am I supposed to wait it out? Yeah, I know you're angry. I feel that. Oh shit! Fuck off! All the way off, bitches. Now I can back here. Get my shit together. Some bitch. Let's move. Is that a medallion? Come on.
Shit! Sir Ugly's got me beat!
There's someone right there. Okay. Yee. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, shit. Fuck off. Gotta get
One
down.
down.
Okay, now I don't have any. So. Alright, cool. Okay. Got 10 more, and I'll wait for another throw, and then there we go. Yes, resources. Okay. Let's do. Going. Nope, that's not gonna work. Reload. Look down here. I'm not sure of where I'm supposed to go. Can't get up from here. Can't jump down.
None left.
Can I not get up here from here? What am I supposed to do? Stuck down here right now. Can't jump. Can't climb. There we go. Alright. Drop down here. I'm gonna finish this. I don't think I could. No, I'm not gonna.
Body armor's not looking great.
I got there, and then what the fuck? My mouse is doing some weird shit. I think I have to go. I
Yes.
should have saved here.
Works.
Okay. So much. So I gotta hurt this. Yeah,
Shit, my body armor.
let's take this curve.
Get ready.
I don't know why that was so far.
Adios, you son of a bitch.
That it? Fuck off. Cool. We did it. Let's see. Stop! No.
Come on.
Yeah. Uh, she's so rude, isn't she? Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Anything in here? I don't think there is. We got it. Yeah, we got it. We did it. We did it. Okay, I'm gonna go bark. Gotta make my kids dinner here shortly, so I'm gotta wrap this up.
Gate looks sturdy. Gotta break through it somehow.
These kids, all they do is whine. They whine so much. I don't want to drop down. I want to go up. Here. I knew there was a way back up.
All right, open for traffic.
Guess I could have saved my bullets. Why are you yelling? Hey, King. Yeah, those spiders were not fun. Did not love it.
Sorry, I've had my fill of you guys.
I don't think that was the last of them. I don't think that's gonna be the last. Nothing over here. Nothing. Okay. I just want to be on chapter 9 already.
Ashley, where are you?
She ain't here. Nothing. Something right up here. Here. Okay. Cutscene. We love them. Yo, this girl's not good. She was not. Okay.
Let's stay back. I might hurt you again.
That be true. She might.
I'm so scared.
Feel
When that happened, I wasn't myself anymore. I was something else.
Oh, she must have been terrifying. I know.
You too?
They both got it.
It's okay to be afraid, you know. But you can't run. You gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
Doubt it.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Leon, thanks.
I love this! Yay! I finished chapter 8. Thank God. That took a long time. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry that you guys had to deal with watching me fail so much. But yeah, that was it. Let me press shift. Let's save the game. We did it. I did it, but we did it. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably be back with some Helldivers tonight. Have a wonderful day if I don't see you, or a wonderful night. See you next time.